wasn't. One Greek fraternity here at NSU recently held a big reunion.
And with finals just around the corner, do you need help with your study skills? Welcome back to another edition of NSU News. I'm Brandy Vincent.
And I'm Emily Frame. Thanks for joining us. Your news starts now. Kappa Alpha Order is celebrating its 50-year anniversary on Northwestern State's campus. They recently hosted their largest alumni reunion in honor of this occasion.
This March, the Gamma Psi chapter of Kappa Alpha Order fraternity celebrated their 50th years on Northwestern's campus. A large alumni reunion was held in its honor.
Recently, the Gamma Psi chapter of Kappa Alpha Order here at Northwestern State celebrated our 50th year reunion. We are the longest continually lasting fraternity on Northwestern's campus, and we had a large Old South event to celebrate it. With over 200 alumni and guests in attendance, our grand total ended around 400 to 500 people at our largest event, our Old South lawn party. We had with us the mayor of Natchitoches, the president of Northwestern State. We had the night commander of Kappa Alpha Order, who's in charge on a national level, the dean of students, who is a former KA, and some other distinguished alumni amongst them.
Over a year's worth of planning went to the weekend's events by Kappa Alpha Order's chapter advisor, Tommy Whitehead.
The 50th celebration events included an open house and a KA exhibit on the third floor of Watson Library. This started March 15th, the date of our anniversary, as well as an open house presented by our active chapter. We invited alumni and guests alike, as well as other fraternity and sorority members here at Northwestern. The next day, we started the morning with a devotional service for any past KAs or Roses who couldn't make it to the 50th, which then led into our lawn party event, our largest event for our Old South. It had over 500 guests with some very distinguished attendees.
The Kappa Alpha Order 50th year reunion is Northwestern's largest Greek life alumni event to date. With Northwestern TV, I'm Victoria Hippler.
The renovations for Caspery Hall, the new administration's building on campus, will soon be complete. NSU News takes you inside to get a closer look.
June 13th is the expected completion date for the new administration's service building. It's phase 2 of the student service building operation.
The project was to develop the student services area. The building to my left was the first phase of the project. And the building right behind me will be the administrative services building, and it's going to hold the dean of arts, letters, and graduate school. The graduate school itself will be in there. EEO, planning and assessments in the building. The internal auditors in the building, and then the vice president for student and academic affairs is in the building. And of course the president's office will be in the building too.
The 15,000 square feet three-story building cost about $3.6 million, but the funds for the building are in no relation to NSU's budget cuts.
The state issues bonds and sells bonds to pay the debt service on these buildings. So the money can't be used for anything else. So you hear a lot of people saying, well, why are we building this when we're having budget cuts and we're not able to do this or we're not able to do that? This is all we can do with this money.
Professor and KNWD advisor Arthur Dew reflects on his history with the building.
This building means a lot to me because when I came to Northwestern undergraduate school, this was where I lived. It was Caspery Hall. At the time, it was a dorm for athletes, mainly football players and basketball players, but Northwestern had so many students at the time, all the dorms were filled. And I was lucky to find a room, 216, here in Caspery Hall. And there should have been 2 people in the room, but they moved another bed, and there were 3 of us in one room, 1 closet, 1 lavatory, that means a sink, and that was it. Of course, we had community bathrooms down the hall where we showered, and there was one telephone on each floor, so anytime we wanted to make a phone call, we had to go down and use that one phone. No, there were no cell phones, and sometimes you had to stand there in line for a few minutes, but everybody knew that, so we would try to give everybody, time to use the phone.
This is Jessica Blow with your NSU News.
KNWD held a free music festival called Demon Fest this past weekend. Reporter Kyla Winey has more on the story.
Demon Fest was a huge success this past Saturday. KNWD put in much hard work and dedication to bring to Natchitoches the KNWD's largest music festival, which was held at the NSU tailgating field.
Started way back last summer. I went to Bonnaroo Music Festival in Nashville, Tennessee, and it's a 4-day festival, all day, all night music. And I was like, man, it'd be awesome if we could do something like that here. And then I was cleaning out the station one day and I saw some flyers for Demon Fest that they had held back in 2006 on the riverfront, actually, Front Street of Natchitoches. And so I was like, well, why don't we do this again? And so I asked my staff and they were down for it. So here we are.
What I did for Demon Fest, I went ahead and contacted every one of the bands, saw what forms came in, what they needed, how they wanted to have their stage set up. It was really fun working with these guys. They're a really relaxed couple groups. They're really fun to work with, and I couldn't ask for a better job right now.
Many bands applied to play for a free audience, including Hybrid Groove, NSU student Taj DeRosier's band. Headlining bands included Superwater Symphony of Shreveport and Engine from right here in Natchitoches. The festival started at 11:30 a.m. and ended at 10 p.m.
Oh, my band, Taj DeRosier and the Hybrid Groove, is a jazz, funk, and R&B with some pop influences. And we worked a lot together. We all been in NSU Jazz Orchestra together. Our guest artist, Paula Gebhardt, she is a great vocalist. And we worked together since the day I met her. We worked in bands and doing music together. It's been great.
This has been Kyla Winey for NSU News.
So, Jessica, what can spring breakers expect the weather to be like next week?
Cloudy. I'll have more on that for you next.
It could have been half a century ago.
Or maybe it was just last spring.
It doesn't matter how long ago you graduated, because here, you're still family.
No matter where your education has taken you, or how much you think things have changed,
Northwestern is still home.
Wouldn't you like to receive an Ivy League education at a fraction of the cost? The Louisiana Scholars College is here to give you just that in a close-knit learning environment. Established in 1987 as the state's designated honors college, the Louisiana Scholars College continues to offer a unique, comprehensive, and interdisciplinary curriculum that helps hundreds of students excel beyond the rest in the professional world. The Scholars College seeks highly motivated students who are willing to experience new ideas in pursuit of their education. Expand your mind without expanding your wallet.
When you come to the end of your educational journey, keep your NSU connection by becoming an active member of the NSU Alumni Association. As a part of the NSU Foundation Incorporated, the Alumni and Student Alumni Association have been working together to aid students through their studies while enhancing student involvement and instilling a sense of tradition in the university's students and alumni. For more information, visit northwesternalumni.com or stop by the Alumni Center to keep that demon spirit alive.
Ever wanted to travel abroad and climb the Eiffel Tower in Paris, France? Boat on the waterways of Venice, Italy. Visit the famous castles of Bavaria, Germany. Or relax on the sandy beaches of Sydney, Australia, while earning class credit at the same time? These locations and opportunities are offered to you as an NSU student, regardless of your major. For more information, contact the Family and Consumer Sciences Department, and you can be on your way.
Hi, I'm Jessica Dodd with your NSU weather. Let's take a look at our Demon Doppler. We've got the clouds it's coming through. It'll be out of our way soon enough. Our current conditions are high of 69, humidity is at 22%, dew point is 29, winds are coming south for about 5 miles per hour. National radar, we've got a little bit of rain over here, but mostly things are just cloudy. We're not having a lot of rain at this point. National temperatures, Seattle is a nice 57 degrees, El Paso is at 80, Dallas got a nice 68 degrees, and New Orleans a little bit colder with 67 degrees. On our regional satellite radar, so you can see the clouds are sort of like, I don't know, we're going to have more clouds throughout the week, so be prepared for that. Regional conditions, San Diego is nice and sunny at 79 degrees. Corpus Christi, mostly cloudy at 77 degrees. Houston, also cloudy at 71 degrees. New Orleans is got some sun at 76 degrees. And Jackson, nice and sunny at 67 degrees. In our Louisiana temperatures, Shreveport is nice 70 degrees, Natchitoches 71, Alexandria a little bit colder at 69, Lake Charles at 70 degrees, Baton Rouge has got nice 69 degrees, and New Orleans is the coldest at 67 degrees. Tonight we're having a low of 50, but it'll get a little bit nicer with a high of 74, but still got some clouds. Our 5-day forecast, we have clouds all week. Friday has a high of 74 and a low of 48. Saturday has a high of 75 and a low of 58. Sunday, a high of 79 and a low of 58. Easter Sunday as well. Monday has a high of 76 and a low of 62. And Tuesday, we get some rain with a high of 61 and a low of 49. I'm Jessica Dodd. This has been your NSU weather.
You and her and all the other cousins would be having tea parties in her playhouse out back. Hi, I rehearsed trying to convey the right emotion, so please don't cause a commotion and mess me up. Thanks.
I spend countless hours moving with grace, so please be careful with flashing cameras. They can be distracting.
Grace, thy steps retrace, poor wandering one.
I spend countless hours trying to perfect my pitch, so please silence your cell phones. I want to be heard.
Please adhere to the rules so we can put on our best performance for you.
The time has come for you to make the big decision about where you will attend college. If Northwestern State is the place you want to go, but do not have all the requirements necessary to attend NSU, then don't give up hope. You can still come to Natchitoches and take classes on campus at Bossier Parish Community College at NSU. BIPSI at NSU is here to help students start their college career and reach admission requirements for Northwestern. BIPSI at NSU, excellence in education and service.
Northwestern State University of Louisiana encourages education, research, and action focused on the environment, energy conservation, and sustainability. Also, as part of this initiative, NSU promotes a healthy student body campus and community. NSU is proud to support thinking and acting in an environmentally responsible way.
Do you know what's going on around campus? Well, if not, it's time for your Northwestern State SGA Roundup.
Hello, NSU. I am your student body president, Derek Houston.
And I'm your student body vice president, Raven Maxwell, and you're tuning into SGA Roundup.
I just returned from a trip to Washington, D.C., where I had the chance to speak to all the great representatives and senators from the great state of Louisiana to let them know what's going on here at Northwestern. I also toured several places such as the U.S. Capitol building and the Library of Congress.
SGA has passed several bills within the last month. These bills involve all the students, so please make yourself familiar with them and stay updated on happenings within SGA.
We're continuing to work on the possibility of a new student union. We have met with and will continue to meet with faculty and administration to discuss the matter further. If you have any ideas of what you would like to see in a new student union, please do not hesitate to let us know. This has to be a place where you feel welcome and comfortable.
A few senators and I, and our advisor Yana Posh, also recently returned from a conference at Texas A&M. There we learned some new and exciting new ways to interact with the student body as well as administration. We have taken steps to incorporate these new tactics into SGA. You may have noticed the new SGA Facebook page. Be sure to like it and stay updated on upcoming events.
We have gotten a lot of student concerns involving parking on campus. Students, please remember to utilize all parking areas. Just because it's not close enough to the building does not mean there is no parking. You must utilize all areas before any action can be taken towards getting more.
Don't forget about our Organizational Relief Fund, better known as ARF. It is a fund dedicated to help with travel expenses for RSOs to go to conferences, conventions, or competitions that is academic or professional. If you are planning a trip for the summer and would like funding, be sure to turn in your packet for the last meeting next month.
If you're planning on attending summer school, please remember the changes. The classes are now viewable on NSU Connect. Registration will not start until April the 8th. Students, Our Heart SGA Week is coming up on April 8th through the 12th. Look for the giveaways all week long. Follow us on Twitter and like us on Facebook.
The election season has once again come up on us. Anyone running in the upcoming election, remember to contact your election board chair, Robin Maxwell, with any questions or concerns. Please make yourself familiar with the current election code as it applies to each and every student on campus. There are several referendums coming before the students about homecoming court. And now for a word from our Student Activities Board.
Hello everyone. The semester is drawing to a close, but it's not over yet. There are still many great events planned for this semester. On April 10th from 3 p.m. to 4 p.m., SAB will host Water Wars on the tailgating field leading up to Spring Fling, which will be held from 5 p.m. to 8 p.m. Spring Fling, a Demon Palooza, will commence immediately after. Come enjoy free crawfish, music, and giveaways. Please be sure to have the current sticker on the back of your student ID. What happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. On April 23rd at 7 p.m. to 9 p.m., SAB will host Vegas Night in the Student Union Ballroom and Lobby. Tons of prizes will be given away, from Amazon gift cards to a MacBook Pro. Don't miss your chance to walk away with these great prizes. SAB's last event of the year, our first ever end of the year bash, Whiteout Edition, will be on April 25th from 9 p.m. to 12 p.m. in Iberville Dining Hall. Be sure to come and celebrate the end of the semester with us. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns about the Student Activities Board or the events we are planning, feel free to come to our open board meetings Wednesdays at 5 p.m. in the Student Union Ballroom, or feel free to stop by our office in room 232 of the Student Union.
Thank you, Solomon, for that update, and thank you, students, for tuning into SGA Roundup. Be sure to follow us on Twitter and Facebook.
Remember to be safe, study hard, and fork 'em, demons.
Are you ready for finals this semester? If not, you can check out these study habits and tips for inspiration.
With finals just around the corner, studying is playing a larger role in student life. Lori LeBlanc offers these helpful tips to students.
First of all, good luck and good studying. One thing that I think is important that students don't understand about studying is you could actually reduce your study time by reviewing your notes as you leave class. Every single time you get up from class, you review your notes quickly, whether it's a short class with little notes or whether it's a long extended class like a biology class or something like that. Review your notes.
She recommends the use of note cards.
People don't understand these days that note cards are available on your phone as an app. So you can actually type your information in to an app and have note cards on your phone. You can flip through them ultimately, you know, sitting having a hamburger for lunch at Vic's or whatever. So that's one thing that's really could help with studying.
Ms. LeBlanc also encourages students to visit one of the 11 tutoring labs on campus and to schedule tutoring sessions. Now, how do you study?
As opposed to like studying really late at night, I like to study early in the morning so that way I can still have all the information with me on test day.
And what helps me study is usually either getting a group or a partner, you know, in class that at least you can get together and study with.
I'm reading over my notes again and again and again. Sometimes I'll rewrite them, sometimes I will make flashcards, but usually it's just reading over and over and over and over and highlighting the important things.
For NSU News, I'm Joe Waller.
So, Bria, it's that time of year where many of our favorite sports are in season. Is there a lot going on here at NSU?
There is so much action going on at NSU. I have that and more with your Demon Sports Blitz.
Looking for a way to stay healthy and get into shape? Then come and join NSU's Wellness, Recreation, and Activity Center. The RAC contains 2 large gyms for basketball, volleyball, and badminton, racquetball courts, free weight room, strength and cardio rooms, group exercise room, and an indoor track. The RAC has a fully staffed service center and will serve all of your health needs. Come and start your lifestyle change today at the NSU RAC.
Through these doors are some of the nation's top cadets in the Army ROTC program. Northwestern State University prides itself on having a ROTC program that ranks among the top 10% in the nation. Through learning the importance of education, discipline, and leadership, these cadets are in the right place to start a lifetime of excellence. Northwestern State University's Army ROTC program, pushing past the standards to greatness.
Welcome back, Demon fans. I'm Bria Williams, and this is your Demon Sports Blitz. The men's basketball team has created quite a buzz in the past weeks, all beginning with a thrilling victory against rivals Stephen F. Austin in the Southland Conference Championship. Guard Shamir Davis was named the tournament's MVP, scoring 19 points. This led to the Demons receiving their first automatic entry into the NCAA tournament since 2006. The Demons went on to play third-ranked Florida Gators in the second round of the NCAA tournament last Friday in Austin, Texas. The Demons fell short, losing to Florida 47-79. The Demons finished their season 23-9 overall. Great job, Demons, on a fantastic season. The men's baseball team opened Southland Conference play in a 3-game set against Southeastern University last weekend in Brown Stroud Field. Northwestern ended up losing all 3 games. So they turned their attention to UL Monroe Tuesday, but did not feel any better, losing 5-4. Now they try to turn the corner and get back on the winning side as they travel to Lake Charles to take on McNeese State tonight at 6:30 for the first game in a 3-game conference series. The Lady Demons softball team has been doing very well. Cassandra Bearfield had back-to-back home runs and led a 5-1 victory over Texas A&M Corpus Christi to a sweet weekend series. The Lady Demons improved 24-7 overall and 5-3 in the Southland Conference. They now look ahead to a Big 3 game against Lamar here at NSU this weekend in Arlington, Texas. Janae Allen, Jessica Talley, Hanaj Carter, and Lionel Ellison represented the Demons very well in their individual events at Texas Arlington's Bobby Lane Invitational at the Maverick Stadium. Allen has continually been a powerful force in the hammer throwing, finishing first in hammer and third in discus. Talley won in the javelin, and Jones placed second in the long jump and triple jump. Kiana Griffin and Allie Fontenot both finished in the top 3 on the track. For the second week in a row, Carter won the 200-meter dash, while Ellison and Washington both set personal records in jumping events. The track team has a very promising future. And remember, for all your Demon sports coverage, make sure you go to nsudemons.com to get game recaps, schedules, and more from our sports information department. And that will do it for your Demon Sports Blitz. I'm Bria Williams.
So, Bria, can you remind us one more time when our next Demon baseball game is?
Our next baseball game is tonight at 6:30 at McNeese State.
And Jessica, what can we expect the weather to be like this Sunday for Easter?
Well, it'll be cloudy, but that should still be nice enough for the kids to go out and have their little Easter egg hunts.
Great. That'll do it for this edition of NSU News. I'm Emily Frame.
And I'm Brandy Vincent. Thanks for joining us. Have a great night and a safe spring break.